There's something magical about a perfectly cooked beef stew. Tender beef, rich gravy, and deep, comforting flavors. Each bite is a warm embrace, a taste of home and tradition. The secret? Simple ingredients, slow cooked to perfection. It starts with seared beef, caramelized for maximum flavor. Then onions, carrots, and celery create a sweet, aromatic base. This isn't about hours in the kitchen, it's about smart technique for big flavor, fast. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned cook, this recipe is your ticket to a stunning stew. Ready to impress your family and friends? Let's get cooking. Before we embark on this culinary journey, let's ensure we have all the essential building blocks for a truly exceptional beef stew. First, the heart of our stew. 1 pound of beef chuck. Be sure to cut it into satisfying bite-sized cubes. This will ensure even cooking and maximum flavor infusion. Next, we have 1 yellow onion, ready to lend its aromatic sweetness to the base of our stew. Don't forget 2 vibrant carrots, peeled and chopped, to add a touch of earthy sweetness and a beautiful pop of color. We'll also need 2 crisp celery stalks, diced to provide a subtle savory note and a delightful textural contrast. And of course, 2 cloves of minced garlic, because no stew is complete without that pungent, irresistible aroma. Now for the gravy, the luscious sauce that binds everything together, you'll need all-purpose flour. This will help thicken our stew to the perfect consistency. And for the liquid base, we need quality beef broth. Opt for a low-sodium variety to control the saltiness of the final dish. A spoonful of tomato paste will add depth and richness to the gravy, enhancing the overall savory profile. A splash of Worcestershire sauce will contribute a complex umami flavor, and a sprinkle of dried thyme will infuse the stew with its earthy, herbaceous notes. For the hearty element, potatoes, either Yukon Gold or red potatoes, are essential. They bring a comforting heartiness and absorb all the delicious flavors of the stew. And right at the end, a handful of frozen green peas will add a burst of color and a touch of sweetness to balance the richness. Of course, we can't forget the basics: olive oil, salt, and freshly ground black pepper. These are must-haves for building a robust and well-seasoned flavor profile. And finally, a sprinkle of freshly chopped parsley will add a vibrant burst of color and freshness just before serving. Now, before you start cooking, take a moment to prep everything. This culinary technique, known as mise en place, ensures that all your ingredients are measured, chopped, and ready to go. This makes the cooking process smooth, efficient, and ultimately stress-free. With all these wonderful ingredients prepped and ready, you're perfectly set for stew success. So let's gather our prepared ingredients and move over to the stove, where the magic will truly begin. We're going to start building our stew with a crucial first step: preparing the beef. It's important to pat the beef dry with paper towels. This removes excess moisture, which is key to achieving a beautiful sear. Season the beef generously with salt and pepper. Don't be shy, this is your opportunity to build flavor from the very beginning. Now, heat some oil in your Dutch oven over medium-high heat and sear the beef in the hot oil until it develops a rich brown crust. To ensure proper browning, it's best to work in batches. Overcrowding the pot will lower the temperature and result in steamed rather than seared beef. We want that beautiful Maillard reaction to occur, creating deep, savory flavors. Once each batch is nicely browned on all sides, remove the beef from the Dutch oven and set it aside. We'll add it back in later to continue cooking in the flavorful broth. With the beef set aside, it's time to build our flavor base. Add diced onion to the Dutch oven, using the rendered beef fat as your cooking medium. Sauté the onion until it becomes softened and translucent, releasing its sweet aroma. Next, add diced carrot and celery to the pot, continuing to sauté them with the onions. As the vegetables cook, use a spoon to scrape up those flavorful browned bits from the bottom of the pot. These bits, known as fond, are packed with umami and will add depth to your stew. Now, add minced garlic to the vegetables and cook briefly, just until fragrant. Be careful not to burn the garlic, as it can become bitter. Sprinkle flour over the veggies and stir to create a roux. This will help thicken the stew and give it a luscious, velvety texture. Cook the roux for a minute or two, stirring constantly to cook out the raw flour taste. Slowly pour in the beef broth, stirring constantly to prevent lumps from forming. Continue scraping the bottom of the pot to deglaze, ensuring that all those flavorful brown bits are incorporated into the broth. Whisk in tomato paste for richness, Worcestershire sauce for depth, and dried thyme for an earthy aroma. Bring the mixture to a gentle simmer. Return the browned beef to the pot, then add diced potatoes. Stir well to combine all the ingredients. Cover the Dutch oven and simmer gently. Continue to simmer, covered, for about 20 minutes, or until the potatoes are tender and easily pierced with a fork. In the last 2 minutes of cooking, stir in the peas. Adding them at the end ensures they retain their bright green color and fresh flavor. Give the stew a taste and adjust the seasoning with salt and pepper as needed. Take a moment to admire your rich, aromatic stew, a testament to your culinary skills. The most challenging part is now behind you. All that's left are the finishing touches that will elevate this dish to the next level. This is the essence of comfort food, simplified and perfected, a warm, hearty bowl of goodness that nourishes both body and soul. Are you ready to elevate this already incredible dish even further with some simple garnishes and serving suggestions? Want to make your stew unforgettable? Try these upgrades. Swap in brisket or short ribs for richer flavor. Deglaze with a splash of red wine for depth. Add mushrooms or a touch of anchovy for umami. Drop in a bay leaf with the thyme. Just remember to remove it before serving. For thicker gravy, whisk in a cornstarch slurry at the end. For thinner, add more broth. Finish with fresh herbs like parsley or thyme for brightness. A dollop of sour cream or crème fraîche adds a tangy, creamy contrast. These small touches turn a good stew into a showstopper. Now comes the best part. Serving your hearty creation. Ladle your stew into wide, shallow bowls. This presentation not only looks appealing, but also allows the steam to release, enhancing the aroma. The wide bowl helps to showcase its rich colors and inviting aroma. Notice the deep, comforting brown of the gravy, punctuated by the vibrant hues of the vegetables. A sprinkle of fresh chopped parsley adds a vibrant finish, both visually and in terms of flavor. The bright green not only contrasts beautifully with the stew, but also provides a fresh, herbaceous note. Pair your stew with a generous slice of crusty bread, perfect for dipping and soaking up every last drop of that delicious gravy. The bread becomes a vessel for pure, savory goodness. For an extra layer of comfort, serve your stew over a bed of creamy mashed potatoes or a nest of soft egg noodles. These options transform the stew into an even more substantial and satisfying meal. Before you take that first bite, take a moment to savor the aroma. Close your eyes and inhale the rich, complex blend of herbs, spices, and slow-cooked goodness. This is food to enjoy slowly, deliberately. Let each bite linger on your palate, allowing the flavors to fully develop. Each spoonful is a celebration of your effort, the time you invested, and the care you poured into creating this comforting dish. Share this culinary creation with your loved ones. Gather around the table and let the warmth of the stew foster connection and conversation. Stew is more than just a meal. It's an experience meant for sharing, laughter, and creating lasting memories. Don't be afraid to experiment with new herbs and spices in your next batch. A sprig of rosemary, a pinch of thyme, or a dash of smoked paprika can add exciting new dimensions to your stew. Feel free to get creative with the vegetables you include as well. Try adding mushrooms, parsnips, or even sweet potatoes for a unique twist. Remember, the kitchen is your canvas. Make it your own. Embrace your culinary instincts and don't be afraid to experiment and personalize your stew to your liking. You've now mastered a classic, a dish that has been enjoyed for generations, and the satisfaction that comes from creating something so comforting and delicious from scratch is truly unbeatable. So go ahead, enjoy every single bite. You've absolutely earned it.